schedules, my adventures. Got the move of adventure, people like rude and pretentious. Feeling blue with my senses, never for losing for vengeance. But for proof of repentance, I keep the cool with my penance. Not a fool, but a menace, and yet my fuel is a sentence. Let me conclude and just end this. We don't need juice, we winners. Only my crew and some Guinness. Gorilla glue and good dinners. Gotta shoot for the finish until my shoes are diminished.
What's up? It's Wavy. This is the Why We Create podcast. Another interview today with MC Pat, talking about his upbringing in the Bay, doing his graffiti. He also did the promo graffiti that you've seen on YouTube if you haven't checked that out. We'll go in depth on why he creates, what inspires him to create, and all his strategies, his chess moves that he makes in the game. All right, let's get it.
Rap shit's deeper than life, the beats are try to speak with a mic. The reason I write is stare at peace and easily sleep at night. I like to keep it copacetic, my whole Santa Vista flow at it, no regret. Learn to let it be, my energy kinetic, connected directly to the backpack. I put my raps at, so grab a fat sack, pat back Julio, crazier than Julio's. Great, you afraid of a kid that don't get paid? Spit straight, cause my text stay jamming. You standing in the presence of a spiritual blessing, lyrical lethal weapon.
I'm just laughing at myself.
Okay. Try don't be ashing in your drink, huh?
I know.
Let me know when the camera's on.
Camera's on.
Camera's
on.
on.
Oh shit.
The recording is on. Ooh, that's a guess. Good morning, good afternoon. It's your boy Sadal, man. We got a very special guest today, man.
What's up, guys?
Got your boy MC Pat in the building.
Yeah. MC Pat, what's up, y'all?
Yeah, man, this is why we create. We smoke good gas. We live a good, hey, man, and we live in that keeping it keto, you know what I'm saying? But we'll get to that later, man. Hey, so how you doing today, Pat?
Chilling, bro. Kicking it back with a couple homies, you know what I mean? Working on some music a little bit. We kicking back, man. We having fun. We drinking.
Hell yeah. Yeah, get some of that wood right there.
Right on, bro. Appreciate it.
Man, so MC Pat, known him for a few years. Great artist. He's a very diverse artist. He does a lot of different things and not just rap, you know what I'm saying? We'll get into that. But, where do you come from? Where's your hometown?
Hometown is basically San Francisco, California. Specifically representing San Mateo.
Shout out the Bay.
The whole peninsula. Shout out to the Bay Area. So, but now we out here in Long Beach. Been out here for 2 years.
Yeah, we in Long Beach today. So, what was your first inspiration? First listen. What was your first music you were listening to in the Bay? And have you lived? Couple questions right here. Have you lived in the Bay most of your life? And of course, you're going to school now down Southern California. Right. But did you move or was it always San Mateo area?
Right. So basically, growing up, always San Mateo. That's growing up there since I was 1 year old until 21 years old. Moved out here to Long Beach 2 years ago, and now we're just kicking it out here and working on the music scene out here and just trying to hit the stages and working on a couple of projects, man.
Hell yeah, that's what's up, man. So like I said, you answered that first question, but what's this?
Okay.
What was your favorite artist and what really kind of inspired you to start rapping and shit?
Well,
I'm looking straight at this.
No,
shit.
you get. Well, shoot. When I was what got me into hip hop, real hip hop, was when I was a younger kid. I must have been in first grade. Walked into my cousin's room and he was slapping that X gon' give it to you. He gon' give it to you.
Yeah.
Give it to you. I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? I was like, damn, 8.
So that DMX,
old,
man.
That DMX, and then I was like, yo, my cousin, he was older, so he made me a little CD. Took it home. Mom's wasn't feeling it, you know what I mean? Cause
yeah. How old were you again?
I was probably 9 or something like that. So your parents always looking at you like you can't be listening to all this shit. So DMX. But what got me really into rap was, man, I started writing lyrics in 5th grade. You know what I mean? So man, I don't even know like what was the first inspiration, but I wrote my first song with my brother and one of my best friends growing up in 5th grade. And that was
fire.
the beginning of it all, you know. So I was like 11 years old. I'm 23 now. So it's been a while, but I don't know what inspired us, but I always been a hip hop head, you know.
So any other genres that you listen to, or was it always hip hop?
No, I listen to I play classical piano music as well. So I play the piano.
Damn, man of many talents, man.
You know what I mean? I
Talents.
love R&B. You know, anything from Boys to Men, Jodeci, D'Angelo, all the way to Sade. You know, you got soul. You know, you got funk. You know, I fuck with Isaac Hayes, the Delphonics, the Temptations, even a little bit, Marvin Gaye. You know what I mean? Everything, man. But hip hop all the way, though. I'm a hip hop head 24/7, 7 days a week.
But you also, would you say you don't like the hip hop of today, or?
I wouldn't say that I dislike it. I would just say that I got to filter out a lot of the music that I listen to from this generation.
I mean, there's so many artists too now. It's crazy.
You always got to be you got to soak up the game. You know what I mean? You got to see what people are doing out there, because music is like history. You know, if you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it, right? So you got to know who's out there, who's doing what.
So when did you actually start thinking about, I'm just rapping? Like, you were always writing and rapping. Did you ever think you were going to keep making music, like, seriously? Or were you doing it more just you just love the craft? You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's a little bit of both, to be completely honest. You know, I love the craft, but I'm very serious about it. So I don't rap. I don't make music for money. I don't make music for fame. I don't do it for none of that. I do it because I love the game of hip hop. You know what I mean? I love being a lyricist. I love being a poet, and I love writing music. You know what I mean? That's some shit that I can always fall back on. You know what I mean? So I just love art. You know what I mean? So that's all it is.
Yeah, and also you do graffiti as well.
Yes,
you tag
graffiti. I've also did since I was in 5th, 4th grade. Actually, graffiti started off with graffiti first, probably, and then rapping.
Oh, okay, okay. So who put you on a graffiti and like?
So graffiti, my very first encounter with graffiti was the first time I actually went, like, I remember being in the city, like in San Francisco as a little kid, you know what I mean? Just walking around and, you know, driving along the highways, and you see these graffiti artists and you see tags and you're like, yo, how do these people do that? You know, or like, how did this dude get on top of that stairs, like, you know, on top of that tower or something, you know? So I was probably like 3rd or 4th grade, and I was like, you know what, if they can do it, I can do it. So let me go and give it a try. And, you know, I went home and I tried, you failed. And then you start going back on the streets. You start looking at what other people are doing. And you start soaking that up, and you go home and you just add your little twist to it. And little by little, you're learning here and there. And it wasn't really until my 7th grade where my teacher for language arts and English back in middle school, he was a graffiti artist and a rapper.
No way.
Yeah, this dude was dope as fuck. Shout out to One Word, by the way, who just linked me up on stage in Redwood City, and he came through and we did a piece in my backyard. We threw up a couple burners, so shout out to One Word.
Shout out.
Yeah, so I remember we were in like 7th grade. I was in 7th grade, and during the breaks, he would be teaching me or giving me like graffiti lessons. But it wasn't like, you know, I was paying him or nothing.
Yeah.
It was more just like he knew I did graffiti. And I would ask him questions like, yo, how do you do your 3Ds? How do you do your point perspective? You know what I mean? How do you do your fill? You know, how do you get wild style? And shoot, to be completely honest, he will laugh if he heard this, but I actually failed that class, but I straight up did. But I felt like I walked away with a PhD in hip hop. So word up, you know what I mean?
Hey,
so
you learned something.
Yeah, exactly. So definitely he was an influential person when it came to graffiti, you know what I mean? He definitely gave me the alphabet, and I started making my own words, you know what I mean? But my own style and my own flavor to it. So
were you just drawing first and then?
Yeah, so I was at painting the streets at first, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
At first, when I first started doing graffiti, it was all paper and pencil. Then when I got, you know, a little bit better, I hit up the streets a couple of times here and there. A couple of my friends got rap, stopped doing it for a while. You know, and then once in a while I would go back and just do something. But now, these last couple of years, 3 years, I've been more serious about the paint, but I've been doing legal pieces. Yeah. So I'm more about the legal shit nowadays, you know what I mean? I can't afford to be getting wrapped up. So.
Did you ever have some crazy shit that went down?
I've read away from, you know, just either police or pedestrians, you know, running by yelling at me and shit like that.
Yeah, like,
but hey, nothing really crazy. Nothing really crazy though. Yeah, nothing really crazy.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I've been lucky. Some of my other friends though, not so lucky. You know what I mean?
Damn. How long would you get locked up for doing that shit?
It just depends on how much graffiti
like-
you've done, how much work they have on you. If your name is famous ringing around town and they know they can link you to a bunch of other, vandalism, then you're going to get either a bigger fine or jail time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
They wouldn't have that for me because I wasn't out there like that, but I've been always drawn in my pen and pad. And I still paint, you know what I mean, nowadays. So you just got to keep the practice going, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So what else did you do as a kid other than you were rapping? You were
rapping. I was
tagging
skateboarding
too,
for a long time.
You were skateboarding too?
Yeah, I grew up
Hey.
skateboarding when I was like 7 years old. You know
That's
what I
what's
mean?
up,
Yo,
man.
hit
Same
this-
here,
hit this
man.
blunt, bro. Yeah, I started skateboarding when I was like, I'm gonna roll something up. I started skateboarding when I was like 7 years old, man, and playing baseball a lot. I played a lot of sports. Played baseball, football in the streets with my friends, a lot of basketball in the parks. You know what I mean? So, but baseball was the main sport and a lot of skateboarding. And just kicking it with my friends, you know what I mean?
So baseball was that main sport?
Baseball was the main sport for a little while.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know
I
what
did so
mean?
many sports as well, man. Shit.
Yeah, love sports, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Keep you in shape. you
yeah,
know?
exactly, you know.
But
And
now
teaching,
it's-
teaching you values of life too that you can't get, in some places.
Yeah. I mean, you learn a lot of shit because there's politics too in sports
Yeah,
as well. You know,
exactly.
you learn a lot of different life lessons.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. So, now, so you went to Long Beach State. Were you
Right.
going to? Did you go straight from high school, or did you go to
Nah.
community for a little bit and then you went over?
Yeah, so I went to CSM, College of San Mateo. I did
Yeah.
that for 3 years. I got an AA over there. And then now I just transferred over to Long Beach State, and I'm about to finish up my last semester right now. So I'm about to graduate in the fall.
And what is your major?
Major is accounting. You got to
Yeah.
learn that business
Oh,
side of
shit.
things, you know what I mean?
Man, getting technical.
It was actually a crossroad in my life because I'm thinking, should I go to school for music or should I go to school for something else?
Right.
And I took a long think, you know what I mean? I just sat home for a couple of days and I was thinking about it, and I just said, why put all my eggs in one basket, I've been doing music my whole life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And music might not turn out the way it does, so let me get a backup plan and do music at the same time. And that's what I've been doing. I've been going to school, I've been making music. I plan to make music forever, you know what I mean? So
Yeah. Definitely, bro. I feel you, man. It's good learning a skill, you know what I'm saying? Because you can always still make music, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So,
exactly.
but you also, you gotta balance it all.
Yeah, another thing
Yeah.
is I don't know if I'd be doing the type of music I'd want to be doing if I went to school for music. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? If I'm going to do like music production or something like that, I'm going to be stuck working on somebody else's craft or craft for homework versus, craft that I want to work for myself. You know? Like I'm a rapper, you know what I mean? That's it, point blank, period. So
And you also play chess as well, too.
I do love to play chess. Yeah, that's another thing that I've been doing that for like 4 or 5 years. The game of chess is great. Teaches you a lot of things, you know what I mean? But teaches you to stay one step ahead, you know what I mean? So that's what you got to do in life, you know what I mean?
So, when did you put out your first project?
My first project I put out when I was 18.
Yo, hold on, guys.
What's up?
My phone just got a temperature. It's too hot.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
So stop?
We got. Oh, we back in this bitch. Yeah. So, what were you saying about that one time there was like a bomb at your school or some shit?
Oh,
like
yeah,
that?
back when I was a freshman in high school, back at Hillsdale High School, man.
That's crazy.
Some dude came in with some pipe bombs, a fucking ninja sword, and a chainsaw, man. And yeah, man, imagine, freshman in high school, it's your first couple of days of school. The next thing you know, you're evacuating. We all went to another school up campus, we're all walking out and we're all hearing, this dude blew up a bomb in our school. And my brother happened to be in the hallway where it pretty much happened. Luckily, it wasn't a big ass bomb. It was just some, small ass, dinky ass pipe bomb. You know what I mean? So everyone ran out. Yeah, it was crazy, man.
And what did he want? He just wanted vengeance on the teachers?
Yeah, he just had, he was just a salty ass motherfucker. You know what I mean? He just had some beef with some of the teachers. You know what I mean? So he tried to walk up in and thought he was slick, but he got his ass ransacked. So
School shooter type.
yeah, some school shooter shit.
He had a samurai sword, I think, right?
Yeah, he had a samurai sword and a chain. So he came in with a guitar case. You know what I mean? So
Oh, that's a slick way to bring it in.
it was some weird ass shit, man. I remember I was in PE too, so your boy had his gym clothes on. I can't even go back to get my regular clothes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm stuck the whole weekend with no wallet, no phone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
that was a crazy experience.
Yeah, you just had to dip out of there.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's weird, you know, you never really think that shit can happen to you until it really happens to your school. You know, luckily no one got killed, but it could have been a lot worse, you know what I mean? He really wanted to do something.
And then you used to have those subs in your car too?
Yep. Bro, always rolling around with the subs, man. The digital designs, yo.
The
Me and my
digital
brother,
designs,
we used to ride
man.
around slapping and stuff.
What would you be slapping? What was the artist?
Some old school Livewire, definitely. Some new school Livewire, you know what I mean? Some DB the General, you know what I mean? Some Mac Dre, some of the Jacka, you know, everything, man. Like some E40 even up in the trunk, always. You're going to have some, you know, some of that Mob Figures, the Hustler, you know. You know, just whatever slaps, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
JT, the bigger figure, even, hell yeah. Definitely, man. All the old school stuff. There's a lot of old school Bay Area music that, you know, people don't really know about. Like, shit, like...
Put them on. Put the
like
people on.
11-5, you know what I mean? UDI, you know what I'm saying? Coog Nut, RBL Posse, San Quinn, Messy Marv, you know what I mean? All those people, man, shit. UNLV, Ballhead Rig, them motherfuckers go, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of underground hidden gems in the Bay Area that not a lot of people know about, and they won't understand it unless if they're from there. You know what I mean? So
definitely. Such a unique sound, you know.
I'm good. I'm gonna roll this up. Yeah.
You want to get that? Yeah.
So.
Hey, actually, let's go back to your first project. You said it was like when you were 18.
Yeah, I was 18 years old, and it was just called the MC Pat LP. I've been working on it my whole entire high school life. So on that project, MC Pat LP, you hear a lot of music from me from when I was like, 13 to 17. You know what I'm saying? So there was a lot of different versions of me on that mixtape, not album, but it was a mixtape. You know what I mean? So, and then literally, so that project was cool. I had my homie, shout out Young Chris the Kid, on that project. My homie Dom, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. Out there in Oregon, they're both holding it down. I had my homeboy Pilo on that. Shout out to him too. Andrew Ho, also another one of my close homies. Shout out to all them folks. Man. And also shout out to Ben for shooting all the music videos for that first project. He done shot like 3 music videos for me. MC Pat in My Lifetime. There was the one Keeping It Real, and The Message. We were all putting in work for the cause. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Here, hold up. This is the point I knew I was way too faded. And it's not because I was like drinking too much. I had just a little something to drink. No, it's because I was on this fucking diet, keto. Yeah, go look that shit up, because the boy MC Pat got me on it. You know, I lost a few pounds, but man, that shit had me passing out, bro. So I had to stop that. But yeah, here's the interview.
Alright, we back.
We back up in the building.
Sean had to step out real quick. He had some business to tend to. So El Raquito is here.
El Raquito.
El Raquito.
So what were we talking about, man?
Shit. No, hold on. They don't want baller talk. Wait, y'all were talking about that damn...
The MC Pat LP.
The MC Pat LP. No.
My first mixtape.
But we were talking about that off the record. We gotta talk about that still.
What we talking about?
Low key, we were talking about that bomb shit still, yeah?
No, we passed through that.
Yeah?
Yeah, we passed through the bomb shit.
Alright.
But that shit was crazy.
That shit was fucking crazy though.
Hell yeah.
Oh no, yeah, I remember. I wanted to ask you about the MC Pat LP. I wanted to ask you, because you said some of those songs were from when you were like 13 or some shit.
Yes, sir.
So like, you recorded them hoes at 13?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's crazy.
Recorded at 13 at Studio B Jada's. You know what I'm saying? That's my homie. Shout out to B Jada, by the way. He was also on that mixtape, MC Pat LP.
Shout out B Jada.
He was actually the first person to hook me up with studio time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so when I was like 13 years old, actually I was younger than that. I was like 11 years old. I was running through this complex building one day with my homies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we were smoking these complexes and shit, you know, and chill, run away. Anyway, so one day I'm chilling. I see dude in his garage bumping out beats and shit. He's got a booth in there.
So you didn't even know him?
I didn't even know him, but
shit.
but I recognized his face. So then one day I'm in front of the liquor store. We always used to post up, you know, just mini mart back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So we chilling over there, and I see him walk out of the liquor store. I'm with a couple of my friends. I'm like, yo, are you that guy who has that little studio over there in the garage? He's like, yeah, that's me. I'm like, yo, I'm just trying to record a song. Like, can you make that happen for me? He's like, yep, you got a beat? I was like, yeah, I got a beat. He's like, all right, well, come through. I charge like, you know, $20 an hour or something like that. And I said, all right, bet,
easy.
let's do it. So I, you know, came through. I was like 13, 14 years old, and that was the first time I ever like dropped the track over there. And then ever since then, it was, you know, Dundadas, you know what I mean? Just, I would be there like every other weekend making a track, you know what I mean? So,
but before then, you was already rapping, you was already freestyling, you already
was
sharpening
rapping.
your sword.
So what happened was I didn't start.
So you
writing,
was ready, yeah?
Right, yeah. But I started first writing lyrics without a beat.
Right.
The first time I was
Same.
writing lyrics was with no beat, no
Same.
instrumentals, all like poetry. You know what I mean? It wasn't until it was crazy. Like I remember I got my cousin, my older cousin, gave me a DR Groove. It's an old drum machine. It's like from the 80s and shit. So I would make little beats off of that, and I would try to rap to those as instrumentals, but I wasn't really making dope instrumentals. But it wasn't until the first time I got rap, like smoking weed, you know what I mean, with the cops, with me, my brother, and a couple of friends when I was like 12, 13 years old, that I wrote my first track on an instrumental. You know what I mean? It was kind of like this, you know, I was pissed, you know what I mean? I was hella heated as a little kid, frustrated, so I had to put it on wax. I was like, it's, you know what I'm saying? From that, like, it's, you know, it's got to get out of my notebook, you know what I mean? It's got to go on wax, you know? So I wrote like a 3-verse, big-ass song, and, you know, from there it was just, it was all over, man. And I just kept on doing it. Yeah.
So how long did it take you to keep recording? Like, was the process stretched out from
Yeah,
that point on?
so what happened was my homeboy Paulo.
Excuse me.
No, you good. So my homeboy Paulo, who I grew up with, he also started to make music at that time. And I was like, yo, I'm going to the studio right down the street from our house too. Like, he lived around the corner too. So one day he came through with me and we recorded a track there. And I introduced him to B Jada. And, you know, we ended up, you know, always going over there and fucking with him. And he ended up putting us on his project, a couple of his projects. We put him on our projects. And next thing you know, like, you know, we're making projects and shit. So, well, mostly Paulo and Jada, and I would do a couple tracks on the projects here and there. But, you know, at the end of the day, it was just a wonderful thing to see, you know what I mean? Like, just, you know, music being made, you know what I mean? So,
yeah. I don't know if you might have said this earlier, but how old was he? Older than y'all, or how much older?
Yeah, he was older. I forget how much older he is than me, but
yeah,
he, you know, he's solid like 10, 11 years, you know, 12, I think maybe.
So he saw the potential then, for sure.
Well, yeah, we looked up to him. You know, he was somebody who had already been in the game for a lot longer than us.
Right.
And he'd already like established himself. So, you know, we were trying to, you know, learn through him. You know,
it's always good to have that, man. A lot of these young niggas these days ain't got no OGs.
Yeah, exactly,
so, you know what I mean? It's always good to have OGs to really get you grounded.
Hell yeah.
Like you said about history. If if you don't know your history, you don't know your future.
Bro. It's just a matter of time.
Future engines.
Yeah. So after the MC Pat LP, right away, like 3-4 months later, me and my homeboy Paulo, who I had put on that project, we made a mixtape together, you know what I mean? So I remember it was like winter break, bro. Like, you know, we get out of school. My dude Paulo had like 8 beats lined up. And every day, man, I shit you not, in the morning, bro, we woke up at like 8, 9 in the morning. We used to smoke a blunt, go up in his little basement room, and we used to just slap the first beat that came on. And we just started writing, man. And we wouldn't stop until like writing until like 2 or 3. We start recording at like 3 or 4, you know what I mean? We would finish recording the whole song by like 7 or 8 and then mix it down. And we were out the studio by like 11 or 12 every night. And just every day, like we finished the whole project in a week, bro. There was like 8 tracks and we fucked with them. It wasn't like we had to take any of the tracks out, you know? Like we wanted every single one on there. We even did a video behind it and everything.
That's fine.
So that was a fun one, man. That was like actually the first project I ever did with all original beats. Paulo made all those beats, produced by, you know, Low, Dirty Socks, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and
damn,
that was a lot of fun right there. And then right after that, matter of fact, like 2 months right after that, so this is all in the same year, like right after I turned 18. On my 18th birthday,
cool.
Matter of fact, I dropped my MC Pat LP, March 11th. You know what I mean? So,
how many tracks was on it?
like what, like 10?
Cool.
You know, so I dropped that, and then after that, those 2 projects within the same year, I'm working on my 3rd project with my homeboy Demo. Dom the Trojan, you know what I mean? And at that time, we would all kick it at my house like a temple. Like, it would be Paulo there making beats, my homeboy Dom rapping, Chris rapping, Andrew rapping, me rapping. We would be in the backyard chilling, sipping beers, writing lyrics. And me and Dom, at a moment, we were just like, everyone left and we were just chilling. We were like, yo, let's make a project. Like, this next couple of days, like next week, let's just do something. He's like, fuck yeah, let's do it. So in like 2 weeks, me and this fool knocked out another project, and I had him on the MC Pad LP too. So that was some fun tracks on there too. And actually, that was the first time I ever even got into like, you know, singing more on a track. And Dom really was the one who opened up my mind to like trying new things with hip hop.
Singing more.
Huh?
Singing more.
You know what I'm saying? Because like, before I would be always like hardcore hip hop, you know what I mean? And I MC Pad LP, even with Paulo shit. But with him, you know, Dominic, he's got that certain swag where it's like you got to kind of match that. And I was like, all right, I'm going to try to do, you know, my own thing with this and just explore myself.
Channel
you know
the vibe.
Yeah, so that was actually a crucial project for me, you know what I mean? So
that's what's up. Damn, okay, so one more question about the MC Pad LP that I'm really curious about. So,
okay.
13 to 18, right?
You're right.
10 tracks. Can you break it down for me, like the age with the tracks?
Each one?
Yeah, because I'm gonna go back and listen, and I want to know for sure.
So if I could remember, because it was a minute ago, but That's My Style. Yeah. That song I recorded that song when I was like 13 and a half, or like, turning like 14 years old. I wrote it when I was like probably 13, recorded when I was like 14. What's Inside of Me, that was like 15 years old.
Okay.
Let me think about what's next.
You don't got to give me the whole thing if you don't remember, but you know,
represent. I was like 15, 16 years old, and then I know for a fact, Can't Fuck With the Homies. The song with me and Chris, Got It Like That, was when I was like 17, and Keeping It Real when I was like 16, and what else is on there? The last one, Respect All, Trust None. That was probably when I was like 17. So yeah, it's all range.
Yeah,
it's all range.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, it's got a little everything.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Definitely gonna check that out. Y'all should definitely check that out as well.
Right on, man.
So yeah, after that, I mean, you came out here for school, yeah? I mean,
pretty much.
While,
yeah, I mean, there was one more project, and then I came out here.
Right.
I did one more. I did the compilation. That was another project that I did.
The compilation.
That was a compilation where I kind of tried to tie everything together between the MC Pad LP, my second project with Paulo Low, and my third project with Demo. And I basically got all of them, plus my homeboy Chris, plus B Jada, who was running the studio. And we all came through on a little project with everybody up on the tracks, you know what I mean? So I was thinking on some Wu-Tang shit type of, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to get my clan together, you know what I mean? So, and that's what I did. And then I came out here, so.
That's fine. That's what's up. Then you came out here, went to school at Long Beach State.
Yeah, Long Beach State, represent for sure. Yeah, hell yeah.
Shout out to Gabe.
Shout out to Gabe. Hell yeah. We recorded a track up in there too in the studio.
For sure, yeah, we got some archives for y'all that we might just let go. We got some new shit we cooking up too with some.
Hell yeah.
Y'all ain't ready for this shit.
Yeah, I ain't ready for sure. Speaking of because matter of fact, man. Yeah, some new shit coming through.
I'm gonna just say this: we not playing games with y'all.
But we really are.
But we really playing games with y'all. Oh, Wavy back.
He's back. We not playing games.
We not playing games with y'all. Wavy back. All right. I'm gonna text my girlfriend.
Text that girl. I'm back in the building. Keep this shit going. Thank you, Young Rocket.
The man is back.
Thank you, Young Rocket. We back in here. Got the gas. Hello. Hey. Yo,
trying to hit this?
So, that keto, man. So you been on that keto lifestyle, man. That shit is crazy, man.
Your boy lost 30 pounds. Just look at me, bro.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? So 2.5 months, almost running on 3 right now.
Good amount of time. Good amount of time.
It's a work in progress. Like I said before, a lot more work than, you know.
So also, you've been watching a lot of quantum physics videos, man. Can you elaborate on that, man?
Gabe could actually elaborate a lot too with me on that one.
Oh,
we should have a separate podcast with me and him on this shit.
Oh shit!
That should definitely be done right now. But I mean, shit. Just in simple terms, quantum physics is a study of everything, you know, in the universe. You know, any piece of matter. You know, that's what quantum physics basically is. And when you go down to that level, a lot of weird shit be happening. You know what I mean? So. You guys waiting this blunt?
Absolutely.
Hold up, 1 second, y'all.
I'll pull up.
We're gonna keep it going, but we're gonna let this guy hit you. So yeah, man.
Yeah, so now that you've been in school, you're almost about to be done. Man, this shit loud as fuck. So is it hard, like, you're not sure what to pick between, oh, that shit fire, we got the backwoods going? Hard
Representing it.
to pick between, like, music and, like, also just, like, doing your career path with accounting and shit like that.
Right. All right, we'll see y'all later, man. All
All right, peace out, y'all. Peace out, player.
So, man, bring it back real quick. What are you saying?
Is it hard, like, picking, I know you do both, but, like, picking your career path and then also, like, still making music and then having time for the music
Right.
once
well,
you're doing that job and everything?
Yeah. See, that's where I feel like the essence of life is to be able to balance everything out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, with me, it's like, how do I
Definitely.
make time for chess? How do I make time for music? How do I make time for graffiti? How do I make time for making beats or for playing video games or, you know what I'm saying, for doing other shit? So I like to wake up early. I like to get shit done, you know what I mean? And then after that, I'm chilling, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I like to divide my day up a little bit every day. I work out every day too, you know what I mean? So, or at least I try to, but you know what I mean? You got to moderate everything, you know. I try to spend an hour or 2 or 3 on a task a day, you know what I mean? And, you know, if I'm not doing that, then I'm just chilling, you know what I mean? So that's how it works with me, you know what I mean? So, but it's just a balance, you know what I mean?
Definitely,
you
man.
have responsibilities in life, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what would you say, like, give advice to people that make music that are maybe younger and maybe trying to decide on what they want to do as well?
I'll say make music only if you really enjoy and love making music, you know what I mean? And, like, you're willing to do that shit just for the love of making music, you know what I mean? Because you expect nothing out of it, then you will get everything, in my opinion.
Definitely,
you know what I'm saying? You gotta be
man.
humble, so that's just...
Dope, man. Well, what inspires you to create, man? What inspires you to
inspires me
keep,
to create?
you know, like...
Man, the human race, man. That's what, honestly, if you really think about
we
it.
getting deep.
Because, you know, music is just a platform, you know what I mean? But essentially, I want to use the music that's a platform to provide for the human race in a better good. You know what I mean? That's the essential goal, you know what I mean? Because if at the end of the day, you have a lot of money, you have a lot, you know, you have a lot of authority, you could, you know, you have a lot of responsibility to uphold too, you know, to the society.
Great power comes great responsibility.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Spider-Man, hell yeah. So, you know, so that's how I'm viewing it. So if I get to that point, then, you know, I'm going to try to do something good with it, you know what I mean? So that's the whole purpose of my, you know, why I do music, you know what I mean?
Definitely, man. So, and also, you've been making those PS1 beats too, man.
Yes,
You about to have a project coming out, or what's
sir.
good?
Yeah, that's a project coming out that's actually inspired by the boy BJ, you know what I mean, who actually made his first project, Rap Skills, off of that game. It's a video game on the PS1 that be making beats, and that's my next project. I'm going to be fucking around with some beats.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just because
you guys check it out a little bit.
I've just been fucking around with it, so
Yeah.
if you're lucky, we're going to be slapping it earlier or later.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. Well, so yeah, we were talking about chess before, man. So what are the skills that makes a good chess player? A great chess player, actually.
Man, I'll say it like this. There's one expression that sums this up. Chess is 1% talent and 99% hard work. You know what I mean? So it's all about what you put into it, man. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
Which is just like life too. You know what I mean? Like life is like that too. It's 1% talent, 99% hard work. If you have the talent but you don't got the work ethic, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
It could be looked at
It goes
as
with all
waste
all
talent.
the
You know what I
crafts,
mean?
yeah.
Like if Tupac didn't have the work ethic that he had, where would he have been? You know what I mean? I'm not saying nothing on Tupac, but I love that guy for real.
Yeah, shout out.
But
Yeah.
But anyways, though, yeah, what takes a good chess player, yeah, man. So you gotta have practice, but you also you don't have to be disciplined. You know what I mean? So chess is also a game. It's a psychological game. You know what I mean? So you know you have to keep your composure even when you're losing. You know what I mean? So you can't get all mad and frustrated and
can't let the emotions mess up your moves.
Know what I mean? So that's what that teaches you. And then also, you know, you got to learn from your mistakes. You know, like winning in chess, well, losing in chess is actually like winning. You know what I mean? Because you learn from when you lose. You know what I mean? So that's how you got to take chess. You know what I mean? It's a disciplined game. So, and then there's strategy and tactics, and you know, you got to think of a plan. You know?
Yeah.
And your character is embedded in chess. You know what I mean? The way your personality is, that's how you play chess. If you're a type of person who's really aggressive, you're going to be playing very, you know, attacking type of chess.
Right.
If you're laid back and, you know, more protective, you're going to be playing defense. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So that's how it is. You know what I mean? So it's all how you just observe, you know, your opponent.
Yeah. Have you won a lot of games, or you ever do like some competitions, anything like that?
Yeah, actually went to 2 competitions recently, actually, this month. I jumped 100 points in my rating because it's all an ELO system. It's all a rating system. So I jumped to 100 points, but I went 3 wins and 1 loss in the last tournament, and I went 2 wins and 2 losses in the last one that I just did too. So I'm not doing too bad right now, man. But
Yeah.
I'm just, you know, I just take it as a hobby and something, you know, that I just do to, you know, sharpen up my mental skills, you know, because your brain is a muscle too. You know,
Yeah,
so,
gotta work that out.
You know, you gotta work that out too. So.
Definitely,
And
man.
it helps because chess is actually science, art, and it's, you know, like poetry basically. I mean, you know what I mean? It's you know, it's creative, you know what I mean? But it also has a science to it, you know what I mean? Because there's principles involved. It's not just how the pieces move, you know what I mean? There's principles to the game of chess. There's principles to life, you know what I mean? They coexist with each other. That's how it's looked upon.
Hell yeah.
Crazy shit.
Getting deep, man.
Yeah,
Getting
man.
deep into that
But-
chess game, man.
Yeah. So as soon as I got better in chess, I got better in school, matter of fact. You know what I mean? Because I picked up a chess book. I started to read a chess book. I started to, you know, understand.
More
you know,
focused.
Just focused on, you know, reading a book, you know what I mean? And how to, like, get through understanding complicated positions and stuff. And then, you know, when you pick up another book, you're like, yo, you treat it the same way, you know? Like, you just got to get through it, you know what I mean? There's only one way through it, you know, it's forward.
Yeah, do you read books right now at all, or no?
I read a couple of books here and there when I have time. Mostly right now it's school books, you know what I mean? Like, and when I have time, I might read something on my own. Like, the Laws of Power, 48 Laws of Power. That's a great book.
Yeah.
That's a good book. The autobiography, Sammy the Bull Gravano. That's a dope ass book right there. Just a bunch of just random stuff here and there, you know, like
hell yeah.
Sometimes like a lot of quantum physics books, you know what I mean? I'm reading the Holographic Universe right now.
Oh yeah, so
you know what I mean? That's
for those who don't know, you want to explain that to them?
Yeah, it's it's a hard idea to wrap your brain around with the Holographic Universe. There's two theories. One's a theory, the other one's a principle. You know, you got the holographic universe theory and you got the holographic brain, you know what I mean? So, or the holonomic brain theory. 2 different things. I don't know the computations to them, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's just feeling good. Yeah. I don't know the computations, but you know, you can try to grasp the idea. And well, the thing is, you got to know a lot of prior information to really understand what they're saying. But if I could sum it up, basically, you can look at the universe as a 2-dimensional projection of what we see as what we see in 3D. You know what I mean? They found evidence that black holes, when any matter passes the event horizon of a black hole, the event horizon is like the surface before it reaches the moment of singularity. Singularity is where you know that black holes shred everything into, bits and pieces. So when particles or information passes through that surface area, the black hole kind of stores that information, kind of like what a computer would do in a way, so and information inside of the black hole is information that's outside of the black hole. And it's very interesting and very crazy to think about. It's all theories though, you can't take it for a fact, but it's just something for food for thought, you know what I mean? To me, it's more of a spiritual like type of understanding, deeper understanding for life type thing, you know what I mean? So that's all that is, but
yeah, hell yeah.
So yeah.
Shit, still rolling that wood, or we?
Yeah, I mean, I'm down. You want to match a little? You want to throw a little something up on here, or what?
Let's get it. Don't do drugs, kids.
What's up?
I said, don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
stick to the.
Nah, man, smoking a little bit
Stick
of weed.
to the herbs.
When you're done with your homework, you can smoke weed. That's my mentality. You know what I mean?
When did you first start smoking?
I started smoking. Well, the first thing I smoked was like probably a Swisher when I was like a little kid, like 12. You know what I mean? But the first time I smoked was like a cigarette. And then after that, I smoked weed the first time when I was in like 7th grade. Something like, it was a summer, something like that, like 7th or 8th grade. You know, just some of my friends, you know, we just had. I remember the first time it was with Ben and my homie Tommy, bro. Shout out to Ben, you know, homeboy shooting my videos.
Yeah.
And shit. First time smoking with him. I remember I didn't get high until like my 8th time, 7th time smoking, bro. It was weird, like. You know, I would like smoke a bowl. I would smoke like a bowl with a couple homies, and I just wouldn't get high. And the next thing you know, like one day we smoke a joint with me, Tommy, and my homie Ben. And then my homie Tommy looks in my eyes like, bro, this dude's about to get high, bro. And he takes out this graffiti bong that he made out of, you know, those jugs of water that you can keep in, like, you know, the gallon jugs. For sure, G. You know, those gallon jugs. And threw in a fat ass bowl, and I ripped that shit, cleared it. And I was lit, man.
Out of what, a pipe or a bong or?
Out of basically a homemade bong.
Oh, G bong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was.
The G bongs, man.
Yeah,
one time.
Fun.
Funny ass time is when I turned 18. I was in this G bong outside in the morning before school. I thought my mom was already gone. And then she opened up the door, like, out of nowhere. I was like, oh, what the fuck? Like, she hadn't left for work.
Right.
And she's just like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm just like, I'm fucking 18, Mom. God damn. Like, I'm 18 now. Like, I can smoke, do what I want. Like, I'm just hitting this G-bong, bro. Like, damn, oh, man. My God.
Yeah, I had shit like that before, too, definitely.
Shit hilarious. Yeah, did you ever get caught or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, I got caught my first time smoking weed on my 13th birthday, man. Like,
shit.
I was at a skate park, you know.
On your 13th birthday, bro?
I was at a skate park. My parents picked me up to take me out to go get pizza.
Yeah.
And they look in my eyes, bro.
Yeah, they
my
know,
eyes were
yeah.
just red as the devil's
I had
dick,
that happen
dog.
before,
like, that
too.
Shit
fuck.
you know what I'm saying? And I remember my dad and mom like just like went to my, you know what I'm saying, went to my shit, and they were like, yeah, we found some weed, you know, like, and I was like, man,
they found it?
Yeah. So I was like, you know, I kind of just told them, I was like, listen, it's not a bad thing, you know. I was like, even at that time I was super young, but I was like, yo, there's like two types of people in this world, you know. There's like lazy stoners and there's like productive stoners.
Exactly,
you know?
Yeah.
I'm trying to be a productive stoner.
Exactly.
You know?
That's
like,
how my whole
like
premise was
let me
too.
Go to
when
school,
I was like,
let me give you the grades you want to see.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we prove to you that I can do both at the same time.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, and you know. But they never agreed with it, you know. Like,
never
I smoke in my
agreed,
backyard, like they know it, you know what I mean. But they never agreed with it, you know what I mean. But and I respect that about them too, you know what I mean? Because
yeah, that's just how they are. Yeah,
that's how it is.
Yeah,
you know, it's fun. You know, I gotta respect that.
So on the what do you say over there? Hey, Raquito, it's de agua.
He said his eyes was red as the devil's dick. Oh my God, I've been there, bro. Damn, 13th birthday, dude.
Yo, you want to put that game in though?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
we about to try to show y'all what's up with this PS1
Yeah,
shit.
exactly. Get those beats going, man. The PS1, man. What got you? How'd you get the PS1, man?
PS1 was actually given to me. It was actually so when I was growing up in my grandma's house, my older cousins, they were like, man, they're probably like in their 30s when I was like a young buck, like, you know, 8, 9, 10 years old. And they had a PlayStation that they left at the grandma's house for all the cousins to come and just play, kind of, you know what I mean? So all my cousins, when we would get together, we would all be playing like, you know, Crash Bandicoot, NBA Live, like Cool Borders. Your boy was chilling on everything. So we would all come, and then, you know, my grandma moved and this and that, and the PlayStation kind of, you know, got you know, we never really thought about it, but my cousin ended up taking it, my youngest cousin. So the other day I was kicking it with, you know, not the other day, but like, you know, a little while ago I was kicking it with him, and I was like, yo, man, you still play that PS1? And he's like, nah, bro. So I said, yo, let me take that. I got a game I want to try playing, which is the beat making game. You know what I mean? So the MTV Music Generator. So I was like, okay, well, I'll give it to you right now. So he gave it to me with 2 controllers. I bought the game, and I've just been chilling on that so far. But yeah, man, it's a family PlayStation. That PlayStation's been passed down.
Oh, okay, yeah. You had it for a
you know
minute.
What I'm saying? Yeah.
Gone through the fam.
Yeah, exactly.
So it has a little bit of a sentimental value in it.
And what ethnicity are you?
I'm Armenian.
Armenian, yeah.
Yeah, my parents are actually born in Iran, Tehran,
Wow.
Iran, but as Armenians though. I'm actually a first generation born.
Wow, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, same,
Matter of fact,
yeah.
I just recently, last summer, learned how to read and write Armenian. I always knew how to speak it and understand it, but I just recently learned how to read and write.
That's dope,
the language,
man. That's
you know
dope.
what I mean? So, yeah. It actually only took me 7 days too, believe it or not.
7 days? No
Yes,
way, man. No way.
I would go outside of my house, bro. I would smoke a blunt. I'll come back in the house. I'll tell my mom. Well, actually, it started off like this. So I'm with my grandma and I asked her to give me the first 5 letters, which I already knew like the first 2. So I got them down. Then like 2 weeks later, I asked my mom, like, Mom, give me the next 5, right? And then after that, it was next day after next day after next day. I would smoke in my backyard. I would come inside. I'd be like, yo, give me the next 5. Give me the next 5. Give me the next 5. And then after like 7 days, I was already like, because people don't understand, but when you learn the letter, you have to learn how to spot it out of nowhere, not in order from like saying A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Like you have to be able to look at J and say that's J. You know what I mean? Rather than just
know the order.
And I was already doing that within like the 7th day.
Yeah.
To me, it was like art. That's why it was easy. Because each letter is an art form. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So it's just memorizing strokes.
That's interesting, man. That's interesting.
You know?
Hell yeah.
If I were to give you a painting and tell you to reconstruct it or redraw it,
Yeah.
that's basically it.
So for the people that might be interested in what you said about keto, what are you eating right now?
Right now, your boy eating a shitload of eggs and bacon. Trees for breakfast, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
the good greens.
the good greens for
Get
breakfast.
some water. Just keep going.
But yeah, no, so I'll wake up in the morning, I'll probably eat like eggs, bacon, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And then some avocado, some cheese. You know.
And then dinner?
And then dinner's always just your choice of meat and your choice of vegetable. You know what I mean? So you're basically gonna get like a steak with some broccoli or some spinach or some, you know, a big ass salad or something like that. That's how you gotta keep it going.
What about that diet like makes it something dynamic?
Because what happens?
Make you healthier?
Well,
okay, I need to go over here.
I mean, I'm sure it does. There is some proof.
Does
that
it make you
There is
healthier?
some proof that it does make your cholesterol better and your blood sugar level better. You know, my blood pressure is actually looking better than what it was before I started doing this.
Yeah.
But I would say that what it does that's special though is that it just takes you into a state of burning fat, which is good fuel for your body rather than burning carbs and sugar. So it's a little bit of a transition, you know what I mean? But other than that, it's been smooth.
Yeah, it's good to reset the body too, as well.
Yeah, it is. It's made my whole, you know, like system. Internally, I feel a lot better. You know what I mean?
Definitely, you have more energy.
Yeah, more.
But
energy
sometimes
and
you're
everything.
fatigued, right? A little
Sometimes
bit.
you get fatigued when you're running a fast because I fast 17 hours a day too. You know what I mean? Just like this man right over here too,
God
right?
damn,
So
yeah.
yeah, so it's tough. So, but you know, you get it done. It's not that bad.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not that bad at all.
But when do you think you're gonna maybe go back to eating just normal, balanced?
Probably like within the next month or two. I'm thinking like by September.
So no lunch.
No
Yeah,
breakfast.
No breakfast. So no breakfast.
Damn. No cereal.
I don't really eat breakfast.
No oatmeal. Man, you eat breakfast.
Nah, I really don't.
You be eating those pops and shit, bro. Love the pops back in the day.
But yo, you putting that game in?
Yeah, it's in already.
Oh, what is that though? That's
The demo mode.
Raise the controller up real quick.
like this.
See it? That's a PlayStation controller.
You know what I'm saying? Gotta get them PlayStation ones in, man.
In my opinion, though, we should get a clip of you primarily like smoking real quick and rapping in front of it just so niggas don't steal your sauce.
I'm not doing right
Protect your sauce. And rap just literally in front of the TV. Yeah. Turn it up some more too.
now. Yeah. I just gotta find this beat, man.
Rap automatic when I wanna let him have it. Pat back at it, an addict, I spit static. Got a bunch of rhymes, it's just hitting it an addict. My membrane is insane, we're smoking on Sim strains. Ever since I graduated, man, it's been strange. I can't say I did change to get zang, but if the mic was some ice, I'd be nice for my wrist game. Coming like a fist made for a Luke Cage. Y'all fake like toupees, hate like love, man, that streets two ways. On the streets with 2 J's, got homies in the sky, they fly like blue jays. Hey, don't give me no bammer. Only smoke gang that'll stank in the block like some old dirty socks. It's a shout below. Soon as I'm out the door, I'm at the lounge and blow. All my homies got pounds of dro. We run announced it, bouncing the show. I'm getting down with my giggity gig and they say, Pat, what you giggity kicking? I'm just figgity spit, they get ripping this shit up. Sipping in the cuts, with your guts in the ground. Twist a blunt, then I'm out. Never doubt the kid. You know I'm about my shit. Oh, bringing it back to the lyrical rap back. It's critical that roll around with 2 syllables rap. Feeling the kid with that. I drop bombs like bombs, so just give me the bat. At the plate, I rap the band, it's no question. Gotta know the slang, swang in the intersection. No gang, I don't bang, I ain't flexing. Just know one thing, I bring the pain with my method. So man, when I stay close on the low key, like low key, if they know, so they know what you up to, they would love to break a whole anatomy down to molecules. When the 5 will be patting me down, it's all latitude. Gotta know my town, the place, and the latitude. Matty, yo, FCLP, and the view, what it do with my crew on the hillside. Know that y'all will ride. Hold on, bruh, I don't think I feel right. My vision like spinners on a bike. Might throw up, roll up a blunt, now it's back to the Henny and Sprite. We got plenty tonight, right? Slamming dominoes and getting the dope and vominos. My mama knows to keep it real. It's Nancy Bat who made the beat, I know you feel the bass line, the bust like a knot on the waistline.
So yeah, man.
Yeah, the music was dope, man. That was dope. You were just fucking, you made your own beat on the PS1, bro. PlayStation, bro.
Right on, man. Yeah,
Real
just having
G
fun with
shit.
it, man. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Just taking music and having fun.
Definitely, man. So what are your plans for the future?
My plans for the future is to, graduate, get this degree, and trying to go for my CPA license, you know what I mean? And trying to get that done and do music at the same time. But at the end of the day, it's all for the music. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Keep saving up, getting that capital.
Yeah.
And then make the right
100%.
investments and, be able to
Exactly.
be living how you
That's what
want to
you gotta
live,
do. Hell yeah.
Well, damn, man. I'm
Yo.
fucking hyped. You
Hell
were on the
yeah,
podcast, man. I can't
I'm
even
glad
talk
you-
right now. I'm
hey.
pretty faded right now.
Yo, man, props and shout
Hopefully
out.
get some winks out later. But yeah, shout outs. Yeah, shout outs to
shout out
everybody, man.
And thank you for why we create, man. Like, this is dope. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
definitely.
So,
Yeah.
y'all got a little insight on why I create. So,
Yeah. Hey, you know it, man. You know
what I'm
it.
saying?
Yeah. All right, guys.
Shout out to everybody, yo.
Till next time, man.
Peace.
Peace. For the full interview, go to Why We Create TV on YouTube or check us out at whywecreatepodcast.com. Yay!